So, I know I'm not the only one who feel like they've been shortchanged when it came down to side missions. This is something this game struggles with and suffers from tremendously. And I'm just tired of the side missions. They just always, for the most part, have just been on the non-interesting side. It's always fetch quests or go and collect this many items or go fishing. Now, one of the side missions I would have loved to see in DLC 5 was for Krillin and Yamcha to be playable characters. This was something they could have simply just made where they could have had them run into each other in the forest or just met up somewhere to actually train together. One thing we know about Dragon Ball is that they always train somewhere somehow for so many years to overcome whatever it is or to just simply get stronger. I think this would have been a fire addition to the game or to the DLC that just would have made it pop. No matter how people may look at it or whatever it may be, Krillin isn't human. He's still an interesting character. I love his Destructo Disc. I love how he uses the Kamehameha. I love how he does Solar Flare. All the things that kind of made Krillin stand out in the early part of the series were things that I enjoyed about it. Another thing they could have done was, this is one of my favorite ones. I love like creating this whole side story that never existed, but they could have gave it to us, was having Goku, Krillin and Yamcha go up against Tien in the desert, right? Now Tien of course is outnumbered, but he has the multi-form technique, and this is all just for training, right? So he puts on his multi-form technique and you're able to go up against, I think it's 4 of them versus your 3. Now we know that Tien is of course weaker because his power is divided, but 4 being against 3, I think it kind of balances out. So this was one that I thought was really interesting, and I had to add this one in here to show you something else they could have gave us as a side mission in DLC 5. Now, apart from the memes that go around speaking about Yamcha and how they laughing at him for being blown up against the Cybermen and this, that, and the other, Yamcha is actually one of my favorite characters, especially in the Saiyan saga. I love how he battled it out with the Cybermen and went toe-to-toe. I love his confidence level. And one thing I loved about him the most is his Spirit Ball. That is my favorite move from Yamcha. Though it doesn't do like, you know, significant damage to like stronger opponents or someone who may be evenly matched, I still think that it's a very creative way that he went about using it. Another one they could have gave us was Tien finding Piccolo out in the middle of nowhere, right? Piccolo being extremely strong and outmatching Tien and finishing him off almost in an instant. Something like what this is here, right? He's so strong, but you keep going back in knowing that you're not going to win a battle, but you know, going in maybe like 100 Senzu beans or potions or whatever it is with the help and assistance of Chaozu to be able to freeze them and finishing them off with that tri-beam attack, right? Like, these are just ideas that we are able to get through mods that the developers could have gave us, probably wanted to and maybe couldn't have because of restrictions for whatever, you know, reasons being. But nonetheless, man, just this thought all together and being able to assemble this, it was just, it makes DLC 5 go to a higher level and length of excitement, right? It was one of the most favorite DLCs that were already out there, and now to add this in there, imagine how much more popular the DLC would have been. Now I think this one right here would have been a simple, nice intermission from the regular story and side missions that we were given to have something like Broly, the Second Coming. And I've already done how the Broly movie was possible to be in a game, whether as a DLC or as a side mission, something that was just very simple. I made a video on Broly, the Second Coming as well. Go to the channel and check those out if you want the full length one. But these were just ideas, man, that I just threw out there for things I would have liked to have seen from sub missions and side stories that just would have made it a heck of a lot better. Now, I know what some of you guys are saying, Broly the Second Coming movie wasn't really that good. It wasn't that good, but think about it being in this setting. The fighting style here is good. You can make it whatever you want to make it. Just give us access to it. So all I'm saying is this. There is no one who will sit here and tell me that making Krillin and Yamcha and Tien post-game playable characters in DLC 5 and giving us the movies, the Dragon Ball Z movies, as submissions during the main gameplay of the Kakarot game would not have been hype. It would have been hype, it would have made the game pop, it would have been more alive and just more exciting overall, plus giving people more so of what they wanted. These are just my thoughts, man, but as you know, put your thoughts down below. Let me know how you guys feel about it. And yeah, if you thought that this video was helpful, something you want to discuss, or just was entertaining, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And with that being said, I'm out.